Holy crap, here we go. Live again, just for you guys. What's up, everybody? It's Joshua Thomas from Just Giggle It, and I am here on a Friday night. People are probably joining, getting those notifications. I wanted to hop on here because it's been a while since I went live, and I wanted to come on and say hi. It's the holiday season. Hello, everybody who's jumping on here. I am chilling, waiting to go to, hey, what's up, everybody? To go to a holiday party tonight. So just got some time to kill and wanted to come on and talk to you guys. We've been releasing a bunch of content, so you guys should have your bellies full of laughter from Just Giggle It. So I wanted to see if you guys had any questions about our new releases, including episode 6 of Harley Quinn and the Joker versus the Real World. Have you guys seen that one? Because, it's really good. I mean, my personal opinion. I am the Joker, if you're asking. Thank you for whoever said I look handsome. So I just got done with the Secret Santa over here. I am currently in Los Angeles. I'm at College Humor at the moment, working here this week, if you guys are familiar with that YouTube channel. And we just got done doing, I edit for them, in case you were wondering for an elaboration on that. So I was working all day, but then we just did Secret Santa, and whoever got me wrote for Mr. J. How nice is that, huh? How nice for Mr. J. You guys want to see what I got? You want to see what I got? I'll show you what I got. I'll show you. I'm dressed for a party. It's coming up. I'm waiting on Alex Poncio, and then we're going to head to the party. So that's why I'm on here. Not killing time as if I had nothing better to do. I wanted to talk to you guys. So, question. Maybe for how the Joker series is planned to continue. Interesting question. How long? I don't know what your question is exactly. I assume that it's something along the lines of, Joker, you are not Joker. What? Jaden, I don't understand what you're saying. So Sonora, if you have a question about the series, please go ahead and ask. Number of episodes. How many number of episodes will there be? Is that what you're asking? So weird to talk to yourself. I always wish that I need to do more of these with somebody, because it's better when I'm talking to somebody. I'm just reading comments. What if you're not reading what I'm reading? So I'm just going to talk to you guys. If you have questions, put them in there. I'll talk a little bit about episode 6, because that has been the talk of the town on the channel for a while. I am drinking a bang, for all those wondering. Gotta wake up. Got a party tonight. Let's see here. Nate just said my ranking of Harley Quinn and the Joker versus the Real World is more pick and choose, but the best episode as a whole, episode 6. Thank you, Nate. That's the most recent. I can ask for nothing more than the most recent episode to be the best one in your eyes. Best makeup, number 2. Best in terms of characters and writing, number 5. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, the makeup is not... That's been evolving. So the makeup as to where it is now has definitely been an evolution. So in episode 2 was a lot lighter. It was a lot more just, light on the eyes, more purple, not as dark, not as black as it becomes in episode 6 as the series evolves. I'm not going to a Halloween party. I'm going to a Christmas party. Hi, oh my goodness. Whoa. How do I get into character is the question that was asked by Bleeding Soda. If you're referring to the Joker, it's really interesting for me to get in character because I am the person who also directs the episodes, and I wrote it and I produce it. So I am the man in charge. I'm the dude. I'm the guy, the man on set, while also being in makeup, fully dressed as the Joker. So I have to have all of my lines down, completely packed. I have to have the entire script down packed. I have to know everybody's lines because I'm directing them, and then also stepping in and acting with them. So getting into character is very much just having it, a lot of prep, a lot of preparation. I don't get to play as much as I wish I could doing the Joker, because the Joker is so fun to play, and I wish I could play around more in the role. But I'm responsible for so many things that are going on that I very much have to make my decisions as to my performance and what I'm going to do ahead of time. That way I know I'm hitting what I need to hit, and then I can focus on everyone else's performance. So yeah. Do you love directing and playing? Isn't it a lot of work? Says Kiara Gwynn. It is so much work, and especially this year, I've booked more as an actor outside of Just Giggle It. I was on CBS called All Rise. I got to do that. I got to do a couple short films, commercials, and things like that. And when you're just an actor, it's so chill and pretty nice. It's a pretty sweet deal when you just get to act. But the flip side of that is you also don't have any control of what you're doing as far as the story and what you're releasing. And so it's a give and take. I love acting, but I also love directing and being in charge of the story because it's quality control. Like, I feel so, well, if I act in something, I could tell you to see it to support me, but if I wrote and directed it, then I can say for without a shadow of a doubt, go watch it because I know it's going to be good. But if I'm only acting in something, then I can just be like, hey, please watch this because I want you to support what I'm doing. And, I hope you like it. And I hope you like what this creator did or this writer did. And yeah, there's your long-winded answer. Happy holidays, Blue Dragon. Let's see, Nate said, I definitely love how this series, and it has definitely left a mark on my writing and acting. And I definitely put what I learned into what I've been doing the last few months. Well, that's awesome, man. I really appreciate that. If I can spread any sort of, encouragement or influence, dope. Well, looks like Nate's been dope. A new sketch next week. Blue Dragon 5 just asked, should we expect a new sketch next week? That is being asked because we released Mom. Then the following week, HarleyQuinn&theJokerVStheRealWorld. Then Robostitute. Then OMG, I Think I'm Pregnant. So we have been on a little bit of a run of releases with you guys. So happy to do so. I was working on HarleyQuinn&theJokerVStheRealWorld for so long, guys, as you all know, but I spent hundreds and hundreds of hours editing that thing and in post because it's like all the like lower end work, because I don't have an assistant editor. I have to do all that, meaning like laying everything in, labeling everything, syncing audio, just all the grunt work of editing. So imagine doing that. Like a pass of it, then music, then color, then fine tuning, then any special effects. So while I was doing that, Piper Hinson and Katie Garland made a sketch, OMG, I Think I'm Pregnant. I had zero to do with that aside from a couple notes on the script when they first sent it to me, because everything I do know everything that's being uploaded to the channel. But again, very much that's Piper and Katie's baby. I was so happy that they got to put their stamp on something, because, that's what this channel's for. We've more than put in the time, and I know that I love making what I like making, and I want them to make what they want to make, because the more true we are to ourselves and our content, hopefully you'll gravitate to that. Anyway, so all that being said, is there going to be a new sketch next week? Because we've been on a roll. Don't think so. We're gonna try and churn out one more video before the end of the year. We have a couple in the pipe, most notably, but there's a new sketch coming out called The Wiseaus. And if I can hype you guys on that for a second, if you can imagine, I'm the daddy, Piper's the mommy, Alex Poncio is the son, and Katie Garland is the daughter. But all four of us are portraying Tommy Wiseau. So It's 4 Tommy Wiseaus as a family. And that is coming. That was one of the hardest sketches to film, only because it was so ridiculous. Normally what we film is funny in the context of what we're doing. That was ridiculous and funny in the context of, oh, hi, okay, just being Tommy Wiseau for 8 hours and all day long while we're shooting. So that's coming up. My pilot of a new series, which is probably not going to be a series. I mean, depending, unless it's very popular with you guys. But I wrote a pilot called Earth's Do-Over, which I know some of you guys have seen or have seen me pimp out. So that's also being done, but that has a lot of visual effects that it still has to get done. So hopefully we are going to release something by the end of the year. I also have some behind the scenes stuff that I want to get out for you guys. Earth's Do-Over is Emma Leonard. Blue Dragon 5 just asked. Emma Leonard, Australian actress. She's amazing. She is in a show called 800 Words. Go check that out. You're my favorite Joker. Aw, second to Jared Leto only. I feel like that was like a backhanded compliment. That was like, hey, you're really, really attractive. Second only to Gilbert Godfrey. Like, I don't know what. And if you love me, that's even better. My favorite moment in episode 6, Blue Dragon just asked me. Man, that's hard. So episode 6, when I was making it, it was so hard not to share little moments with you guys. And also, I would say to expect certain portions of the episode to be released individually to hype up the episode as a whole and let people know that it's been released. So, let me see here. My favorite moment. There's so many good ones. I love the contact bit with Harley. I love every Nicole, man. Whew. So Nicole Dubois, like, she just adds so much when I was editing, especially. Like, I was just noticing all her because I'm acting, like I said, alongside her, and if she's not churning out lines, I kind of give her some free reign to have to play. So every one of those like little Nicole like all those noises she makes, I love those so much. So the contact bit where she gets on the floor, that's one of my favorite bits because she kills that. The Chappie helicopter bit kills me. Hey Fago, hey, what's up, girl? Let me see here. God, the little pigs line. Oh, and who are these pigs? Brick and straw? I mean, like that. I was really proud of that one. So yeah, there's so many moments. I can't. Oh, and then, oh my God, when we filmed that Poison Ivy scene, I was, especially because that was one of the few days where I filmed and I didn't have to be the Joker. I was literally just directing that day, and I got to direct with Sarah Palmer, who you guys now know is Poison Ivy, and every line out of her mouth. And we filmed more than I got to show because it was just the cliffhanger at the end. But everything she said, I was just like, oh my, you are Poison Ivy. Like, that was so great to, like, especially like, here's some behind the scenes for you guys on Poison Ivy especially. I went back and forth so much as to how I would reveal her and what she would look like and what she would be wearing. And I went really back and forth on if I was going to put her in a Poison Ivy costume, if that makes sense. And so the reason I decided against it was I feel like my Poison Ivy is so on the money. She doesn't need to be in a costume. She doesn't need a little Halloween Poison Ivy costume to show the world that she's Poison Ivy. That pan up, seeing her figure, seeing her skin, like perfect skin, her hair is the perfect color, like she's beautiful, she's voluptuous, she just has that seduction like Poison Ivy should have. I was just like, God almighty, it was just, anyway. So I was so proud of being able to create a moment of Poison Ivy without having to beat you over the head and say, hey, this is Poison Ivy. right, guys? Did I start, Kiara Gwynn, did I start on episode 7? I'm a curious little girl. I've only written episode 7. We have not filmed anything from episode 7 yet. But it is written. I did a read on one of the live streams a while back. I've since made that private because I didn't want to spoil it for those who saw it, you saw it. It was up for a while. I think over 1,000 people got to see it. I'm excited. If we do get to make episode 7, which, you know, hopefully we do, it'll be my favorite episode. My favorite episode is always the next one because I'm excited to, like, I'm always just trying to outdo myself. I'm always trying to, you know, just outshine the last thing I did. Oh, let me see here. Can't wait to see some biscuits in a video. Daxter, OMG, I'm pregnant. I believe they mentioned biscuits. There you go. Mwah, you're welcome. Will Piper be directing more in the future? I hope so. I hope she gets to a bunch of sketches. I'm very much of the ilk right now of what we're making is whatever I want to make and whatever she wants to make. I have tried more times than not to also, I can throw that offer out so many times, but you know, to actually write something that we produce that makes it to the full end of the video, as far as being edited and released, then I really hope that Piper keeps wanting to do more projects, because especially like if I get caught up in things, if I'm not working on something, I hate that there's not something being released. So I was very happy that there was videos being made while I was working on other stuff. Was the flying biscuit inspired by you? I do not even know what flying biscuit. The thing in OMG, no. I have zero to do with OMG, I'm pregnant. So that was written by Piper or Katie. I think Piper actually helped write some of that as well, but I don't think we credited her. The only thing I made them do in OMG I'm Pregnant is change their names, because they were originally just called Piper and Katie in the script, and I said this is not a heightened episode because it doesn't heighten, it doesn't go extreme, it doesn't get crazy, so don't make it heightened. It doesn't fit the format of the show, so make it a sketch. And if so facto, they changed the names but left that they have a sketch rehearsal, so it's very true to life, blah blah blah, but it's not heightened because it's not heightened. I'll give you guys more heightened soon. Actually, they have some episodes written too. Katie and Piper wrote an episode about Alex in heightened, where he is too big for Just Giggle It, which is really funny. I want to make that one. Hey, I haven't showed y'all what I got for Secret Santa here at college. So like I said, for those who missed it, this was my wrapping for Mr. J. It's pretty nice. And we did a Secret Santa. It was very cool. And look what I got. Boom, boom. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. Little Gotham Batman toy. The Joker. Well, that's what I got. Kiara Gwynn, I'm kind of new to the channel. Do I have a girlfriend? I don't, Kiara. You want to be a girlfriend? Are you of age? Will Ken Armand make an epic return? Blue Dragon 5 asks. For those who do not know, Ken Armand is a character that Jesse McBride, formerly Jesse Goldwhore, had played in one of our sketches. That was also written by Jason Ramlow, who is no longer with Just Giggle It. Jesse McBride is no longer with Just Giggle It. The odds of Ken Armand making a return... my question is, does Crystal know that I'm possibly the only person rooting for Crystal to survive? I know that Crystal knows she has fans. Katie Doll knows there are Crystal fans out there. And I don't think you're the only one, Nate, but you are the most vocal. Anyway, so I'm glad to be able to jump on here. Again, if you guys have questions about any of the releases we've been doing, I know I might have missed some. Alex, I'm waiting on that old guy. to get here. We'll be going to a little pate. I'm gonna get a little cray today on a Friday night. To be honest, the episodes don't have to be as long as the last one. Would be more fun if it's got a tighter plot in a shorter time, plus less stress when editing. I'm curious to think of what you guys think of that, because yeah, the episodes don't need to be that long, but what I'm making is a serialized show that has a plot, that has a lot of moving parts. I mean, God almighty, the moving parts in episode 6. So to shorten now would be a bunch of one-off stuff, and I don't think it would be as satisfying. For instance, I almost released the first half of episode 6, and it would have ended, all right, get ready to meet your new gang, dun-dun-dun-dun. And then you guys would have to wait till the next one, and then the entire gang sequence would be the next episode. But that's not how I intended that to be viewed. That's not how that's supposed to be experienced. As a whole, it's so satisfying and wonderful when you start chopping things up, when you start cutting for the sake of, to make things easier. Like, the show is made as easy as we can possibly make it, even though it is very, very difficult to make. But yeah, anyway. That's why I don't do them shorter. But like I said, I'm going to be releasing little bits so that hopefully people will get can digest those in the low quantities and then go back and watch the full episode if they want that. I'm going back through these comments here. I'm just reading. I can't believe Crystal is still alive, Crystal Hart says. Also, Harley Quinn and the Joker vs. the Real World episode 6 was amazing. Thank you so much. I worked hard on it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Are you happy you got to kiss Harleen Quinzel in episode 4? I don't know about happy. It was part of the plot to kiss, for Joker and Harley to kiss. I was very happy with the characters leading up to that moment. Let me see here. But as far as like a perversion of, you got to kiss a girl on set. Mm-hmm. I've kissed women. It's happened. A couple times. Maybe 3. Making me brag over here. What's my favorite holiday special or movie? Jingle All the Way. Will we see more JGR merch with actual images like the Freak shirt? We filmed all those things on the White Sick that you see, like those subscribe takes. Those were already filmed. Unless we do a new one soon with more merch, we did not have the Freak shirt at that time. That was why it's not there. But yes, we should be churning out more merch, more videos. What you're watching, Stephanie Bershaw, I'm Joshua Thomas. I'm the creator here at Just Giggle It. I play the Joker. I'm in a lot of the sketches, and I make a lot of the videos.